Mutt! Here you go. Take it. Not your day, eh?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Really?
Were you expecting a different answer? So you don't end up here too.
Greetings to you.
You silly doggy.
Greetings to you.
I'll have a look at your wares. I'd like to do something about that price.
Aye, I'm listening.
Do you accept?
That's still too much. Aye, that sum will convince me. Pleasure doing business. God be with you.
You have a kind master, eh, Matt?
Would you happen to have room for me? We're headed the same way.
Hop on. There's plenty of room.
Heal!
Christ. What a day. What do you want here, you scoundrel? Why'd you barge in here?
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
I'd like to get faster at shooting.
Great. Let's get to it. Learning this trick will take some time. What do you want, you yokel? But make it quick.
I'd like to learn something.
What are you interested in?
I'd like to compete at archery.
Your first time, eh? I don't remember your face from any previous contests. What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
I think it's a good day for a longbow.
All right. So what do you feel up to? Want to compete with beginners, advanced archers, or masters? Of course, it's tougher against masters, but you can win more.
Nah, I'd rather not get ahead of myself. I'll try my luck against beginners.
Fine. Of course, it ain't for free, though. Have you got something to wager?
Hang on. I'll see how much I have. Yeah, here it is. So, can we start?
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile, you can get ready and wait for the signal.
Ready? Let 'em fly!
Well, it'll have to do. The edge again? I'm sure I was aiming for the middle. I can live with that. Slowly but surely.
Nice work, friend. Here's your prize. Every last groschen.
Thank you. I'd like to compete at archery.
Again? But you only finished shooting a while ago. I'm not surprised with someone who shoots as good as you do. What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
Maybe longbow?
All right. So what do you feel up to? Want to compete with beginners, advanced archers, or masters?
Let's take the good old middle road. Find me some experienced archers.
Fine. Of course, it ain't for free, though. Have you got something to wager?
Hang on. I'll see how much I have. Yeah, here it is. So, can we start?
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile, you can get ready and wait for the signal.
Ready? Let 'em fly!
Gotcha! Smack bang in the middle! A shitty 2 points again. 2 points? Not great, not terrible. I can live with that, slowly but surely. Herrgott, I'm never gonna hit the bullseye at this rate. Bollocks! No, hold on. I nailed it! I'm doing pretty well today. I can live with that, slowly but surely. 2 points. Not great, not terrible.
God in heaven, you're seeing.
Victory's mine at last! A win for once!
Ave Maria.
Put
Why
that
are
away
you
before
showing that
hurt
off?
someone?
Pathetic. You were beginning to make me nervous.
What are you doing with that weapon?
I'd like to learn something.
What is this about?
Look what I have for you.
What will it be?
I'd like to compete at archery.
Again? But you only finished shooting a while ago. I suppose you want to save your reputation, eh? Didn't do too good last time. What's it to be? Longbow or crossbow?
Bow, I reckon.
All right. So what do you feel up to? Want to compete with beginners, advanced archers, or masters?
Let's take the good old middle road. Find me some experienced archers.
Fine. Of course, it ain't for free, though. Have you got something to wager?
Hang on. I'll see how much I have. Yeah, here it is. So, can we start?
Wait a while until I get the other archers. Meanwhile, you can get ready and wait for the signal.
Ready?
Let 'em fly!
Gotcha! Shoot with 2 points again. Smack bang in the middle. Shut up, you're putting me off. A measly 2 points again. I can live with that, slowly but surely. A measly 2 points again. Smack bang in the middle. Gotcha.
Well, I'll be buggered! You won! To be honest, I didn't really think you had it in you. But you've certainly earned that prize.
Thank you.
Just look what happens when someone thinks he's above the law. The law of the land applies to everyone.
Never saw.
On Sunday, are you?
No, and nor should you.
Except I don't have a bullet.
He was
Roman
fit
and you won't be yours on any other
Say he went
Go
to
and
bed
see the
healthy,
priest.
but never woke up.
If he says it's all
Mystery.
right, God, that's terrible.
His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't.
And he was dead in the morning.
Them pigs.
Poor thing. When they got inside the...
He had his whole life. God be with you.
Can I spend the night here?
Not a chance. Go back to where you came from, you wastrel.
But it cost me all the money my car left me. I even had to sell the ring for my mother-in-law. But I'm telling you, if he runs up any more debts, I don't know what I'll do. This was the 3rd time.
Go and see the priest and ask him to talk
God
to
bless you.
Oh, please. The priest gambles with them.
What?
You bet he does. His housekeeper told me he's got a brooch at home I lost a month ago. How did it end up there?
Good. Doggy. Good boy. Doggy.
Good boy.
I'm sorry.
I apologise.
Look what I have for you. Here, Matt. Search.
That looks like a map, carved into the rock.
Oh no. Someone must have walked this way badly injured.
Bohush, my dear, everything will be all right again.
You must be Marika.
I? Did Odette send you? I was hoping he would not find me so quickly. Well, at least he sent you and not my prala. They would not even bother talking.
Wait, what do you mean? Why were you hoping he wouldn't find you?
I tried to cover my tracks well, but it was not so easy with Bohush.
The Voivod's worried about you. He sent me to find you.
Worried? Now he worry about me. You don't know anything, do you?
What should I know?
Yes, that sounds like Dad.
So tell me what happened.
I ran away. That happened. My father wanted revenge for the insult to his honor, so my prala went after poor Bohush.
Who insulted his honor?
The villagers! When me and Bohush start courting, Dad sent a messenger to village, saying there must be wedding or Bohush will pay.
The Voivod himself wanted you to get married?
That is what we do. When a chavo and a chai start something, the chavo, man, must marry the girl.
So you ran away from the wedding?
Well, Bohush would not be against it, but we were in the forest at the time. And his mother and village people laughed at the messenger, sent him back with insults and torture. Voivod get mad and my prala too. They found poor Bohush to vent their anger. Then left him in the forest. Lucky I found him and took care of him. You probably know the rest.
That's not what the Voivod told me.
I think he's ashamed how far it has gone. His honor will not let him do anything. He's a hothead sometimes.
What now? You can't hide here forever. Bohush doesn't look too good, either.
He would surely have relief for at least a while if he got something to ease the pain. Can you please go and see my mother at the camp? She might be able to help. She knows herbs.
I think I can help him myself.
You?
Don't worry. I've treated injuries like this before. I've been through a lot.
Well... all right then.
He mostly needs clean bandages. And some ointment for the wounds, made from comfrey and marigold. Or a decoction from marigold. That should bring down the fever and help with the healing. You can take this potion. It'll help him.
Oi, Devla. Thank you. I will give it to him right now. But there is one more thing I would like to ask you. I need amulet from Dad. It is Chohahuno, magical. It protects anyone who wears it around neck. If Dad give it to me, I will come back. With Bohush.
Do you think he'll go for it? If you let your brothers do this to Bohush, why would he help him all of a sudden?
He'd do it for me. If you get the amulet for me, I will reward you. Do not worry, I did not go from home with nothing. But Dad must hand it over willingly, or it will lose its protective power. Best if he bring it to me himself.
Well, I can try, but no promises. It's all pretty tangled up now. How's Bohush doing?
It keeps changing. He is delirious for a while, then he is unconscious. I can only pray to the Blessed Virgin that he will recover.
How is life here?
I cannot complain, except about Bohush's health. We have food to eat, no rain here, and no one can find us. I just miss my family sometimes. But then I remember that I'm here because of them.
What about your family?
I love them and I hate them at the same time. This is all their fault. They talk of freedom, but if you want to go where you want, there will be trouble.
Can you tell me about the nomads?
About how they made a pact with the devil? About how they steal and have no taste for work?
No, I didn't mean...
I know, you fool! If you thought that the same as the people from the village, you would not be here. We are different from them. We are slobodno.
You call this freedom?
Going anywhere you want, not being tied to just one place, dancing and singing as your heart desires, without having to worry that the priest will condemn you. I can talk to God when I want to. I do not need the Pope's blessing for that. We have no kings, judges, or executioners. You only need to... you should honor your family. God keep us.
Who? What?
You cannot leave me alone in this.
God bless.
Here you go. Take it. Here you go. Take it. Good boy. Good boy.
Lá te divas, gajo.
Sar Salgoro, Palsos Tejal.
I talked to Marika.
And where is she?
Not so fast. I have a feeling you didn't tell me the whole story.
Kasmurokar. Yes, it is true. It is true. I didn't know if I can trust you completely.
So what really happened?
Marika want to leave. So, I say she should get married, and they both stay and travel with us. But that boy of hers, he said no. My two Shave, my sons, Tibor and Geza, they decide to avenge family honor because they hear all the insults my messenger come back and tell about. So they go to Semin to punish them. Well, at the end, Marika's sweetheart gets stabbed. And before we know it, Marika gone. She's probably with him too.
She wanted to save him.
Tibor and Geza go to look for them. But on the way back, they meet some woodcutters. Oh. And Geza... he has Yaga Lorat like me. He quickly pull out his knife. But... it end very badly. Geza get killed. And Tibor get captured. All I get is message that if any one of us go near Semin again, we will end up same way. I had 2 Shave and 1 Shai. And now, I have nothing. I'm voivode of camp. But except for Aranka, there is no more of my clan here. Just nomads from other places.
Tibor and Geza, did they go to avenge your honor of their own accord? Or did someone send them?
Well,
Yes?
If you could hear the insults they hurled at us. They called us dog-eaters and heathens. They said Marika was unclean, and whoever touched her would die within a year.
So you sent them?
Not exactly. But Tibor and Geza see how angry I am, and take it on themselves. But no one can insult my family.
The message that your messenger came back from Semine with, that wasn't from Bohush.
No?
It was from his mother. Bohush didn't know anything about it.
It is still his familia. Blood like blood. They stain our honor. The whole village hates us.
Well, I understand, but poor Bohush.
What about my shire? What about my family?
Why didn't you tell me everything right away?
What did you want to hear? That my whole family is destroyed? That my daughter may be run off with a village gajo? I do not say kada to everyone. I still have my pativ.
What do you mean, if you can trust me? What about all that talk about a prophecy?
I said I trust Aranka, and that you will save our camp. But I need Marika for that. I made very sure I did not lie to you even once.
But you were leading me by the nose a bit.
I'm voivod, not saint.
Well, what now? Marika's not coming back alone. She loves Bohush, who's 1 foot in the grave. And she's afraid you'd do something to him here. And that's why she wants you to give her an amulet to protect them.
Amulet? My amulet? She cannot be serious. I cannot just... My family is in ruins. Although... You already know everything. You can help me. Please. Rescue Tibor from the village. Do not let me lose another son. And we must give Geza a proper funeral, our way, so his soul can finally rest. Aranka can tell you more about that, or Tibor himself. Please, I will repay you. Help my family, and we will talk about the amulet. Taves bachtalo, more.
You wouldn't have any idea where they might be holding Tibor?
Somewhere in the village of Semine. But I cannot tell you where. If any of us went there, they would end up very badly.
The Voivod sent me. It's about Geza.
I know. It is not hard to guess by the look on your face. My poor boy Geza. Mordardeles. Tibor, he would talk his way out of it, but Geza, he's so hot-blooded. He always loses his temper. And so they killed him, and now his body is lying somewhere.
Why does it have to be me who goes to get him?
Because none of us can let the Gajos see us, or we would suffer the same fate.
Do you know where I can find his body?
I do not know, but it must be somewhere in the woods near the village of Semine. That is where it all happened.
What exactly do I have to do?
Find his body and bring it to his favorite place in the woods. We will bury him there.
Where is that?
No one knew Geza better than his Frau. When you free him, he will surely tell us the best place to bury Geza.
All right. You can count on me.
Why do you young people always have to rush into everything? When you get my Chavo's body, let us know. We must bury him the right way. Our way. So that he can truly pass to the next world. He will be the same when dead as he was alive. Geza's ghost is not one of you would want to meet. Hopefully this family will be at peace then.
How are you doing?
Laches gajo mishtes. What can an old woman like me do for you?
I'd like to learn a greeting in your language.
There are all kinds. But if you want to say how are you, then it is Sartukejal. And if you want something a bit less ordinary, it is Kaijazmore. But that is only said by man to man, mind you. We women say Sotavezmrichai.
Aha. And what does that mean?
It is simply asking if the other has enough to eat. This is good manners among us.
Where did you come from?
I got you. From God, of course.
I mean, where were you before?
Ah, I see. Well, in the winter we are always in the south. And in the summer we go north.
And over again, like that?
What do you mean over and over? There is the East Road and the West Road too, right?
Wait, you really don't know where you'll be next week?
You guessed it, Gajo. We do not know, and we do not want to know. God always takes care of his children.
Why do you travel the world? Why don't you settle down?
And why do you not settle down? Instead of jumping from the frying pan into the fire, Gajo.
Oh, that's different. I'm serving my lord.
While we have no master, just the sun and God above us, and the grass beneath our feet. So hincha chipen andro jivipen.
Tell me something about the Roma. I realise I don't know anything about your people.
What can I say? We are people and Christians, just like you. The only difference between us is that we live on the road, while you are cooped up in the same cottage from cradle to grave. It is a free life for free people. Though it is true we often have to move on, because we are driven out.
How do you get along with the locals?
It's always different. Sometimes the women folk could kiss my feet when I cured their pains. And sometimes they are more likely to burn me at the stake just for being different.
And what makes you nomads different?
You know, Gajo, nothing and everything. We live our lives as if each day could be the last. That is all. Try it. And you will see every sunrise like it is the first time again.
What can you tell me about your husband, the Voivod?
May cholera strike him down, the scoundrel. The last thing I needed was a man like him. But I did not have any better ones at the shop.
Really?
Oh, yes. Like I always say, the best baroshero under the sun. But his stubbornness will be the end of me one day.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I hear you know some magic and tricks. Is that right?
Kotuke penja. What magic, Gajo? I am just an old woman who knows how to ward off trouble and hold on to happiness. My old mother, may she rest in peace, she knew all kinds of things.
You see, and I thought you were really, well, in short, a witch.
Not at all. Fortune-telling and spells are far cry from black magic. Black magic is a path every honest manush avoids like a plague. My power comes from God, and I use it to serve only him and good folks.
How do you know when it's black magic?
Simple. Black magic is only used for the selfish benefit of fools who think only of themselves.
And is there another kind of magic?
Oh, Devla Miro, of course. The good kind that helps and comes from God.
And is it true? Do the spells really work?
So hincha chipen andro jivipen. If you have faith, then it will work.
I'll have a look at your wares. A word about the price.
Cazzicado.
Satisfied?
You won't convince me with this. Aye, that some will convince me. Thank you, and take care. Co ta vezmi čaj? Anamistes, sarnila prosanki.
Look what I have for you. Good boy. Good boy. Sit and stay.
Greetings to you.
You must be Bahush's mother.
Did you come to pity me?
No. I'm more interested in what actually happened. With Marika and Bahush.
She bewitched him. And I was ashamed that my son was courting such a filthy wretch. And that king of theirs, or whatever the hell he is, starts saying that Bahush seduced his daughter, so they must get married. Can you credit it? His messenger threw that in my face, right in the village square, trying to shame me for the rest of my life. Of course I sent him packing and told him to tell that lousy chief of his there wasn't a chance of that happening.
I suppose the Voivod wasn't too happy about that.
That whore's son sent 2 of his brawlers after Bahush. They said he's scum who disgraced their girl and they'd take revenge.
How did Bahush respond?
If my son has lost his mind, at least I must keep my wits about me. I'd never allow it. Not even before those 2 murderers came from the camp and they stabbed poor Bahush.
I'm sorry about Bahush, but I'm sure things will work out all right.
I hope so. Otherwise, I'll lose my only son. See you later, my friend. What are you doing here?
Onions! Strong onions! White, yellow and red! The best on the market!
I hear there's a captive nomad here from the camp by the pond.
Aye, there is. He's locked up at the saddler's, and they'll be wanting a fat ransom for him. But I don't want to get involved in that. Farewell, my friend.
You won't believe this. A whole village burnt to the ground. Hell on earth, just a few.
What is it, you scoundrel?
What about the nomads by the pond? How are you getting along with them?
We tolerate them, but they're up to all kinds of evil. At first they pretended to be friendly, but then they stabbed poor Bahush nearly to death. Folk went to show them what's what, but they ran into the humans. You don't want to mess with that lot.
Show me your wares.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then? What? What are you doing here?
Was that you? Ah, never mind then.
Before Sigismund's soldiers seize it or talk.
Come on, then. You've got the short stick today. Greetings.
Wait, that's my Pebbles.
My girl.
I thought they killed you down by that pond.
Blessings to you. What would you like?
That grey horse you have grazing here is mine.
What do you mean, yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit, it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
She's my horse. I rode in on her from Ratai, in the retinue that was attacked down by the pond.
Right. You happen to need a new horse, and this one just happens to be the one you already own. Does it have your brand? It does not, so you are out of luck.
Who sold her to you?
I told you already. Some young lad. He wasn't from here.
What did he look like? Where'd he go?
You're a bit hasty, eh? He had black hair and a big beard. And he looked like he'd been sleeping in the woods. And his breath smelled like hell. But I couldn't tell you where he was headed.
Look, you know they attacked an entourage by that pond, right?
I heard about it. That news spread through the land like wildfire.
And the one who sold it to you told you he found it by the pond, right?
Well, he did, aye.
So it's not entirely impossible she belonged to me.
Maybe not impossible, but I paid for her.
Aye, but just a few groschen. You said so yourself. Wouldn't you rather be in the good graces of someone who might have been part of that expedition?
Maybe so. All right, I'll give her to you. But you owe me one. Go and get her then. If she remembers you, she might even come when you whistle for her. Safe travels.
Jesus Christ be praised.
So I says to him, "No, Father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You alright there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samine is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck what you're frae. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yarko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. We better fight.
Didn't expect that, did you, you dung grubber?
Hey,
stop fighting!
Come with you.
Does anyone live by your idea?
Why did you do that?
Come on. Oh, you wee blasted!
In the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse with a ribbon in your hand, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that wine?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. So, do you know what to do? Or have you got any more questions?
Actually, there is something I'd like to ask about. This Yurko and his mates, who are they?
They're Lord Samin's kin. They're fine as long as they don't get too much booze inside them.
Only they're from Moravia, so they're never far from the booze.
But what can I tell you, lad? Each to himself. Besides, they stick with the family when push comes to shove. And you can't say that about everyone.
And you, sir? What is it you do?
Well, son, I wonder if I haven't made a mistake about you. If you haven't figured me out by now, you can't be very bright.
No, I just meant, what exactly is it you do for Lord Semin? And your name isn't exactly very common.
I'm the captain here, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you what a captain does. As for my name, it's a nickname Lord Samin's grandpa gave me. May he rest in peace. When I joined his service as a young fella, I took my gnarly club with me. Wouldn't use anything else. I was used to it. And more than once helped me to, well, win an argument. I broke many a hard skull with it. And it's still in one piece. We've been together so long, we even share the same name.
You're lucky you didn't turn out to be Captain Knob.
Or Captain Headcracker. You're right.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad? And what would you do there?
I'd eat and drink my fill and check out the local maidens.
I hope Lord Sameen didn't hear you. He'd be none too pleased to hear you want to take part in such a grand affair, just to stuff your face and roll an A with some drunken wench.
I beg your pardon, Captain, but that's what most fellas go to weddings for.
That's an unspoken truth, son. Unspoken, mind. Anyways, you're Radovan's hand, ain't ya? He'll be coming to the wedding. He's making a wedding gift for the groom. Stick with him, and maybe he'll take you with him.
I'd like to go and see that wedding.
Wouldn't we all, lad?
I'd eat and drink my...
I hope Lord Sameen...
I beg your pardon.
That's an Anyways, stick with it.
We should probably get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings.
You're lucky I even made it here. What happened?
Greetings.
Greetings. G'day. G'day.
The Lord be with you.
Come here. Whoa, whoa.
What? Hey!
What happened to you?
A wheel on our wagon broke, so we're waiting here for my husband to come back from the village.
You're lucky you didn't run into any footpads. The roads are treacherous these days.
What can we do? We have to make a living somehow. Do you want to buy anything?
Where are you coming from, and where are you headed?
Oh, here and there, all over the place. Times are hard, you know. What the farm folk have to sell, we buy, and we bring them what they're in need of.
Times are hard because there's people thriving on others' misery.
Can't argue with that. We're barely making ends meet ourselves. Everybody thinks twice before they part with their money these days.
How did you come by this stuff?
How? Well, you see, the farmers sell us what they don't need and so forth.
I see. You're just plain old hawkers, eh?
Aye, that's right. Buy for 1 groschen, sell for 2. And if I ain't got what you want, I'll get it for you. Everyone's just doing the best they can.
I'll be happy to take a look at your wares.
Of course. No trouble at all.
Let's talk about the price.
All right. Why not? What a shame. I'm done haggling. Wonderful! Always happy to be of service, friend.
Easy. Nice and slow.
Quick!
Don't you dare piss on something. Get out!
What brings you here?
Flea-ridden beast.